Oh, sorry about that, guys. I'm just unpacking from Ep.4. It was a good event. You know, it was nice to meet all of the old school players and some of the new school players. It was a good, it was a good gathering of both eras. Now, I guess moving on from Ep.4, I guess we'll talk about tournaments at another time. There's a very important situation I just want to talk about, which is recently I've just been hearing a whole bunch of things that I wanted to talk about before Ep.4, but I didn't get a chance. And that's all the bad stuff about the Invitational, how people are just flaming like the girls and some of the guys that have been picked in the Invitational. So I guess with that being said, welcome to another episode of Smash on Blast. Now, I know some of you guys are kind of mad about, I guess your friends not being picked, your brothers not being picked, or even you being picked. Of course, I was a little disappointed that, someone like myself wasn't picked, because I've been in the community for like 13 years. I've done a lot of things for the community, and I'm like the best black smasher, I think, in the community, and they don't have any, representing, I guess, any type of African American smashers in the Invitational, as far as competitively, not D1 or prop, but you don't see me flaming or saying bad things about the other people that they picked in the Invitational. But that being said, I just want to go over the list of people that that's in the Invitational, that and I'm gonna just tell all of the haters why I feel that they it's not a bad pick for these guys to be an Invitational. Talking about the girls, which is the more juicy part of this whole discussion. The girls in the Smash community has been flamed. At least I say preferably I guess one or two of them been flamed in the Smash community in regards to, I guess, them not being deserving of the spot. So I'll go through the girls and I'll, I guess, explain to you guys why I feel each one of them deserve a spot in an Invitational. So I don't know how to pronounce her name. Her name is Niha or Neha. Sorry, sorry if I don't pronounce your name properly. Don't hit me with your frying pan. But yeah, her gamer tag, I believe, is Lilo. I've been doing research on her, and I've actually met her. She seems cool. She's done a lot for the Smash community in regards to trying to get women more involved and more aware of what's going on in the Smash Brothers community. Just trying to give women incentives to come to tournaments and just show face that all girls, they can compete at a high level. And I think the reason why Nintendo brought these girls in, which is a very good thing that they did, is to bring more incentive to girls all around, of all ages, to just come show face, come to these tournaments, and that girls can actually play at a high level with the guys too. And also shows a good example for little kids that, girls and guys are considered equal when it comes to, especially video games. So I think when it comes to, girls like Niha, they picked her because she probably has this like little, I guess, cute, innocent look, and but still deadly when it comes to, I guess, competing in tournaments. Now when it comes to Sam, also known as Peachy Hime, she's been in the Smash Brothers community for a while, since Brawl. A lot of people don't know that. Some people think that she's just known for Project M, but no, I met her at a Brawl tournament, and she's been playing Brawl for quite some time. And she's a very cool person, and I kind of don't like the way people have been just acting towards her when it comes to her, her announcing the news that she was an Invitational. Think about it. What other girls would Nintendo really pick outside of the four girls I'm about to continue talking about going to the Invitational? She's given her heart and soul to this community. She's even told me like she'll do whatever she can to prove to the Smash Brothers community overall, like that she's worthy of even going to the Invitational or just being a good player, well-known player. So right there shows her dedication to the Smash Brothers community. So I think everyone who's talking bad about her, she just needs to stop, because it's not productive for anything to happen positive for the Smash Brothers community. Now when it comes to Milk Tea, Lillian, the way it seems like she seems like a girl that's, I guess, kind of classy but powerful in the Smash Brothers community. and she's done a lot. She's been around for a while. I don't know if she's been around since I have been. I don't know if anyone has been around as long as I've been, but she's been around for quite some time. Um, she's done a bunch of I believe podcasts, but she's well known for her I guess the recent live stream that she did with a group of girls. I guess just trying to bring more awareness, like Niha, to girls being in the Smash Brothers community, not to be jerks and not to be jerks to girls who are trying to be, trying to come into the video game community or Smash Brothers community in general. So I give her props for that, and she does deserve a spot in Invitational. Now, finally, Christmas. She seems like the reason why she was picked is because she's like one of those tomboyish girls that like hanging with all the guys, and go also romp with the guys. Like, she's pretty good at the game. I've known her for a long time, and obviously she's Alex Stripe's girlfriend from a long time, and she really deserves to be in an invitation out of like probably maybe out of all the girls, probably, because she's been around for a while. She's helped put Apex together. She's helped keep the community together. She's done a lot for the community, if people don't know about her. So I really think that this list of girls and guys deserve to be in this invitational. When it comes to the guys, I would like to talk about Dakota. Dakota, he represents the Brawl community and just, I guess, casual gamers, along with, I guess, an aspiring pro gamer. He's been on both sides of the realm when it comes to in the Smash community. He's made podcasts such as Directional Influence, and also written a few articles that actually gave him a visit, that actually qualified him to pay a visit to E3, which is funny that he's coming back. He's going back this year, but this time, I think he's going to be old enough to go to the parties and also, competing in the Invitational. So, DJ Nintendo. He's been around the Smash community for a while. Probably a little bit newer than me, but not too newer than me. He's been around probably, I'd say about 10 years, maybe 10, 11 years or something like that. And he's put in work. I mean, his results from tournaments, he's like top 3 in New York City. He's real good at Nintendo games. I mean, for goodness sakes, the guy's name is DJ Nintendo. So he's a good representative for New York City. Now, Toph, I mean, he's really been a good representative for the Smash community as well. He's been to a lot of events. He's done live streams, people commentating. He's giving back to the community. He's been around for a while, so I'm not exactly sure how long he's been around, but he's a cool guy, and he's well spoken. So, I believe he should be in the Invitational too. It's not a bad pick. Now, Hungry Box. I mean, some people like him, some people don't like him, but he came a long way. He came out of nowhere and proved to everyone, after Mango, that Jigglypuff is kind of a cheap character, and he's actually won a lot of events. He's done a lot for the community. He's also voiced his opinion about things, even though some people don't like him for it. I mean, I always wanted to fight him. He's kind of, I guess, my rival in disguise. I never really get to fight him, but hopefully one day I will. I feel that he is a good representative as well. Like I said, he's another well-spoken guy. Cool with the people, cool with everyone. So, I mean, not everyone. A lot of people don't like what am I saying. He's just a cool guy. But as far as Kevin Pew Pew Yu, he's a top player in Melee. I don't know too much about him, but I've been hearing good things about him. He has been in the scene too long, but like I said, once again, he has a good demeanor. I'm sure he'll give a good show when everyone was watching him in the Invitational. And of course, the other Kevin, Dr. Pee-Pee, the infamous Dr. Pee-Pee, the one and only Dr. Pee-Pee. He's came from, what is he from? I think he's from South Carolina, and he's came a long way. Everyone from South Carolina, thought that he, was behind him, and some people thought he wasn't that great. But look, we at our present date right now, he's been picked up by Evil Genius. He's a cool guy. He's taken a lot of top players like Music King, I believe Armada. He's been just traveling around the globe, just taking the world by storm. Oh, Mac D, I heard good things about him. He's a good player. He's decent. He's not really. I don't believe he's a top player, but You know, he's well spoken. I heard he's also, I think, he's also the captain for what you call it, for Curse, that that these guys are part of. If I'm not mistaken, sorry if I if I don't know him too much, but from what I heard about him from people like D1 Prague, he's a very well, he's a really good representative to the Smash community as well. Like I said, I don't understand why people constantly complain about things like this is the last Nintendo event ever. Like after this, the world is just gonna explode, and you won't get your chance at the title or your chance of one shot of fame. But now going to AMSA, everyone knows AMSA. He took the world by storm by going to Apex and placing, I think, 9th with Yoshi. And he's also just he just started playing the game, like I heard, about a year ago. And he's just been kicking tail with Yoshi and been really like an enthusiastic player, very supportive of the Smash community, and he's just been a humble player. So, I mean, you need I guess someone from Japan representing for the Invitational. So he's probably one of the best picks if it wasn't someone like Captain Jack, who's a old Melee veteran. Now going to CT0, he's my rival. I mean, I can't hate on the kid. He's like he's like the Ryu in the Smash community. He's been going around all of these tournaments. He's gotten pretty good at Melee, pretty good at Brawl, and Project M. So I mean, I know no one should hate on this guy because his resume speaks for itself. He's been traveling around the globe. He's been actually getting good at the game at a fast rate. Like me and him always go toe to toe when we play each other, and he's trained with Mewtwo King. So and on top of that, he's humble at tournaments. He's always willing to help people out. And the kid is, he's young. He reminds me of me when I was younger, when I was real, like when I had free time to, play Smash as much as I did when I was younger. And the kid is from, he's from Chile. He's from, he's an international player. He's young, and this kid is, his passion is to, be, I guess, a pro gamer, which is, is a good thing. So, I mean, he's a really good player, and I feel that, he's another good representative for the Smash community. I kind of call him like the hybrid because he's a good player in Brawl, and he's actually started, getting better at Melee, placing decent for the short period of time he's been playing. And like I said, he's been helping the community out by doing tutorials, things of that nature. So he's another good pick. And on top of that, he's bilingual. He can speak more than just one language, so he can kind of communicate with people from another country and of another language. So that's a good pick too. Now Korean DJ, he's a legend. You can't have an invitational without a legend. If you don't have me at this invitational, at least have people like Korean DJ at this invitation. He's a legend. This guy has he was on the Smash documentary, so of course Nintendo's gonna pick him. He's one of the headliners in the Smash documentary that's been doing really good. And now he's he's kind of struggling, but he's trying to come back and represent the legends and do his thing. So I feel, and on top of that, he won. I don't understand why he didn't do this, but he didn't put one of his notable wins was winning the Nintendo, I think, Best Buy tournament. Should have put that, but that's a big accomplishment that he should come back to the Invitational. Now when it comes to Ken, of course, infamous Ken used to be the Smash King before Mewtwo King came and pretty much took him off his throne. This guy, he's been winning Smash when he started for at least 4 to 5 years. He's always been my rival since both of us was just young, just going at it at tournaments. So this guy, no one should hate on him. Now let's go to Hugs now. He's my rival. He's probably one of my biggest rivals on the West Coast because he plays the same character as me, and obviously for years on out we've been going back and forth saying who's the best Samus. Obviously I think I'm the best still, even if I don't play the game. I feel I'm better than him, but I guess he's the he should be in this Invitational. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, kudos to you, Hugs. I hope you represent Samus good. If not, I'm gonna come after you and take your title for the next Smash, which I probably am anyway, but have fun while you can at this Invitational because I'm going to be watching you. I really think that, this list of girls and guys deserve to be in this invitational. So anyone who's flaming, like I said before, I'm gonna be taking names. I know who has been saying bad stuff and good stuff about this list. So everyone, I think they just need to stop crying, because it doesn't help this community at all, and it just needs to stop. Because what if Nintendo's seeing all of these types of flaming and all of these bad comments about people that selected an invitational? You guys are showing that you guys don't respect Nintendo's decision, or even just trust them in general of what they're doing to help the Smash Brothers community. For goodness sakes, these guys even showed us that they care about letting us play with the game, letting us be able to use the GameCube controller again after like a billion years of complaining and requests about hopefully the GameCube controller coming back. So for all you haters out there and all you flamers, I got a little present for you, because you guys cry so much. Hold on, watch. I got something for you. Hold on. See this right here? This for you guys who like crying all the time. Here you go. Freaking tissue for you guys. There you go. Matter of fact, take the whole roll.